To fully understand the climate, climatologists need to understand the land, the atmosphere and the oceans, and the relationship between them. Now, as climate takes a long time to change, that means we need long-term, reliable climate record sets in order to measure that change. That's why when it comes to climate science, long-term old climate and weather records truly are priceless. Additional greenhouse gases in our atmosphere are causing the world to warm, and it's this warming that's contributing to the changing of our climate. Now, thanks to the dedicated observers throughout Ireland, many of whom have spent decades observing climate variables, we have a fairly good understanding of how Ireland's climate is changing. The average temperature in Ireland has changed by about 1 degree over the last 120 years, and while that doesn't sound like a lot, it is enough to notice visible knock-on consequences. For example, measurements of sea level around Ireland are showing that the sea is rising. We're also seeing a change to the growing season. In fact, since the 1960s, observations of specially cloned trees are showing that the start of the growing season is happening earlier now than it did in the past. Spring is arriving earlier on average. Here in Ireland, we're expecting to see a change in our rainfall patterns, with more heavy rainfall events likely, particularly in the winter. This, coupled with the expected warmer, drier summers, could lead to some water management problems. But by knowing these likely changes now, climate science gives us the benefit of hindsight. This allows Ireland to make some important climate-sensitive decisions now that will help us protect our infrastructure, local economies, and lives into the future.